We've tested the login functionality, but at the moment we haven't actually built the login page. So let's go ahead and do that, hook it up, and we can move on to something a little bit more interesting. The first thing that we'll do is come over to our base layout and just hook this up to auth/login. So at least we can go ahead and click on it. And at the moment, we don't see anything because we haven't got a view for this. So why don't we just copy over the register view. So let's head over to register here. Copy this over. We'll create a new file in here, login.blade.php. Paste this in and we'll just switch this up. So we'll just say login. And of course, that's going to go through to /login, which we've already tested. And we're not going to need the user's name here. We're just going to need their email address, their password, and a button that's going to sign them in. So if we come over now and give this a refresh, still not working because over in our login controller, we haven't returned a view. So let's go ahead and do that now and hook that up to auth and login. Give that a refresh and there we go. We should be able to sign in. Now, what I tend to do is just create very simple tests for every page that we build just to make sure that it is okay. So let's go ahead and just do that really quickly now. So let's just say it shows the login page. You can call that whatever you like. And we can just create a really simple higher order test for this and just say get /auth/login. And then we could just use either assert status or we could just say something like assert OK. So let's just run pest here. And sure enough, that passes. That just means that if anything goes wrong on this page here, then it's going to tell us. So let's just check out our database and see which users we have registered. There are none at the moment because of course we've just been testing and not actually doing anything. So let's go ahead and just go through the whole flow of registering a user, being signed in, which we can see here. We don't have the logout functionality at the moment. So let's go over to our application tab under cookies, manually delete these. And I'm just going to go ahead and authenticate with that user really quickly. And there we go. We're also signed in. Great. While we're here, let's just implement the logout functionality just so we've got it there and we can play around with it. So over in app.blade.php, let's head over to logout. With this, we're going to make this slightly different because if we implement this as a get route, it's going to be vulnerable to cross-site request forgery attacks. So instead, what we're going to do is make this anchor a button. We're going to wrap this in a form here. And let's go through to just logout. That's the fortify route for logout. The method here is going to be post. This now means that we can bring in our cross-site request forgery token and we can switch this over to a button. And of course, that means we don't need our href. Let's change that to button. And that's literally just going to post through to logout and we should be able to sign out. Great.